Last week I picked my top 5 players of the year in لالیگا, so now it's time for the managers. Despite a crazy game against Levante, which cost Barcelona their invincible stack, my number 1 pick is Ernesto Valverde, who has taken Barcelona to a domestic double in his first season. It's all the more impressive when you consider what happened in pre-season when Lionel Messi shocked him by telling him that he thought Neymar was leaving. Valverde sat down with Messi, Neymar and Luis Suarez to try to resolve the situation, but when he realized it was impossible, he had to keep a cool head and work out the best way forward. Here's how he has changed the team. The front three is no more, but he has allowed Valverde to strengthen the midfield. Ivan Rakitic is playing in a deeper role next to Sergio Busquets, which is in part the reason why Barcelona have only conceded 29 goals compared to 37 last season. The emphasis on the midfield has ended the debate about Barcelona's style that we heard so often during Luis Enrique's time in charge. And Valverde has also been rewarded for giving Messi more freedom to drop deep. Messi has been typically prolific, scoring 34 La Liga goals, but as these stats show, he's also creating more. By spending more time in midfield, he has been able to create more chances, more big chances, and provide more assists than he did last season. Valverde still has his doubters on Barcelona's board, as we saw with the stories that appeared on the same day before the Copa del Rey final, but the players have shown they are behind him, and the club now want to activate the final year of his 2 + 1 year contract. So, which other managers have impressed? As well as Paco López, who has guided Levante to 8 wins from 10, including the 5-4 victory over Barcelona after 15 games without a win, and the Muñiz, and Quique Setién of Betis, who's taking the Sevillian side to the Europa League with wonderful football. My next pick is Marcelino. The former Villarreal boss has revived Valencia's brilliantly, taking them back into the top 4 in his first season in charge. Together with General Director Mateo Alemany, Marcelino cleared out the disruptive influences in the dressing room and constructed the youngest squad in La Liga. His coaching has made them stronger collectively, and he has also brought the best out of individuals such as Rodrigo, who has scored 16 goals, and PSG loanee Gonzalo Guedes. Next up is José Bordalás, who has done an excellent job with 8th place Getafe, having guided them back into the top flight last season. Bordalás sides are criticised for being overly aggressive, but really it is a way of maximising what they have. They do not score many goals, but they are formidable at the back. This season only Atlético Madrid and Barcelona have conceded fewer goals. Abelardo is another manager who has caught the eye. Alavés were heading towards relegation when he was appointed in December, but he has changed their fortunes completely, tightening them at the back and getting them scoring at the other end. From 19th place with just 3 wins from 14 games, Alavés are now 12th. And in fact, if the season had started in December, they will be 5th. The last manager in my list is Pablo Machín, whose newly promoted Girona side sit 11th in the table. At one point, it even looked like the tiny team from Catalonia may challenge for an European place. A lot was made of the signings from partner club Manchester City, but what's most impressive about their success this season is that it has been achieved with the same core of players who won the promotion last season. Machín deserves huge credit for bringing the absolutely best out of them. So, what's your verdict on my selection?